Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0711, indicates an issue with the automatic transmission fluid, ATF, temperature sensors range or performance in Honda Pilot models from 2016 to 2022. The ATF temperature sensor plays a critical role in monitoring fluid temperature within the transmission, helping ensure optimal performance and safety. If the sensor provides erroneous readings, it can lead to overheating or poor shifting, thus affecting vehicle operation. As part of the transmission control system, the sensor sends temperature data to the powertrain control module, PCM, which adjusts engine and transmission functions accordingly. It's important to note that this code arises from electrical circuit issues and does not indicate mechanical problems in the transmission itself. A precise understanding of this DTC is essential for efficient troubleshooting. The ATF temperature sensor is pivotal for the automatic transmission's function, providing vital feedback to the PCM about the fluid temperature. Its location is typically within the transmission assembly, where it continuously monitors temperature during operation. By assessing the temperature, the sensor helps the PCM make informed decisions regarding shifting patterns and fluid utilization. If the ATF temperature exceeds a certain threshold, it can trigger the DTC P0711, indicating a performance or range issue. Additionally, maintaining optimal transmission fluid temperature is critical for preventing overheating, ensuring both performance efficiency and longevity of the transmission components. This designation highlights that the sensor is not just a passive component, but an integral part of the vehicle's operational safety and effectiveness. The DTC P0711 can be traced back to a few possible causes, primarily revolving around electrical circuit malfunctions. The wiring that connects the ATF temperature sensor to the PCM could be damaged or corroded, resulting in inaccurate readings. Additionally, a faulty ATF temperature sensor may provide readings that fall outside expected parameters, prompting the code to trigger. Lastly, anomalies within the PCM itself can lead to incorrect interpretations of the signals from the sensor, causing erratic behavior that would warrant this diagnostic code. Understanding these potential causes aids in systematically addressing the issue, ensuring effective repairs and maintenance of the vehicle's transmission system. When dealing with the DTC P0711, several symptoms may manifest, indicating issues within the transmission system. Erratic shifting behavior may be one of the primary signs, as the transmission struggles to correctly interpret data due to the faulty sensor readings. Additionally, if the ATF temperature sensor isn't functioning correctly, it can lead to transmission overheating, which poses serious risks to transmission integrity. The check engine light might illuminate as well, prompting the driver to investigate further. Other symptoms might include transmission slippage or a decrease in performance, which can cause frustration for the driver and raise questions about vehicle reliability and safety. Identifying these symptoms early can prevent more extensive damage and costly repairs down the line. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0711 involves checking the ATF temperature under current conditions using a Honda Diagnostic System HDS tool. This procedure starts by turning the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. Once in this mode, you will use the HDS to monitor the current ATF temperature reading. The expected threshold is less than -4 degrees Fahrenheit, -20 degrees Celsius. If the displayed temperature meets this criterion, you will proceed to the next step. However, if the temperature reading exceeds this threshold, it indicates a potential fault within the system that needs further investigation. Always ensure that the connections to the HDS are secure and functioning correctly to avoid false readings during this step. In the second troubleshooting step, the engine must be started and allowed to warm up to its normal operating temperature until the radiator fan activates. Once the engine is warmed up, you will check the ATF temperature again using the HDS. The threshold to watch for in this step is also less than -4 degrees Fahrenheit, -20 degrees Celsius. If the ATF temperature falls within this threshold, it indicates that the readings are not accurate, and you should replace the ATF temperature sensor. If the sensor indicates an abnormal rise in temperature, check for any authorized service information that may help diagnose further, or consider substituting a known good PCM. This step is crucial as it ensures that the sensor is functioning correctly under normal operating conditions. For the third troubleshooting step, you need to verify the problem again by checking the temperature readings using the HDS tool. This time, you will specifically look for ATF temperatures exceeding 230 degrees Fahrenheit, 110 degrees Celsius. If the values confirm that the temperature is above this threshold, the system has duplicated the failure, and you can move on to the next diagnostic step. Should the temperatures not match the expected threshold, this could suggest that you are experiencing an intermittent issue. In such cases, checking the freeze data or onboard snapshot can provide valuable insights. These diagnostic tools help replicate the conditions under which the DTC appeared, leading to a more accurate diagnosis. The final troubleshooting step involves letting the engine cool down until the engine coolant temperature reads 122 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius or lower. Once this threshold is reached, you will again utilize the HDS to check the ATF temperature. If the readings indicate that the temperature is 230 degrees Fahrenheit, 110 degrees Celsius or higher, it's necessary to replace the ATF temperature sensor as it signifies continuous failure. In instances where the temperature reading is 230 degrees Fahrenheit, 110 degrees Celsius or below, the sensor appears to be functioning correctly at that moment, suggesting intermittent failure. During troubleshooting, it is critical to document each reading and test condition to build a clearer picture of the problem and its origin. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P0711, it's essential to conduct a final repair verification. This process involves thoroughly rechecking the system functionality to ensure all components are operating as expected. A critical part of this verification is to take the vehicle for a test drive to observe real-world operating conditions. During this drive, monitor transmission behavior for any signs of failure or unusual performance, which could indicate any lingering issues. Additionally, you should scan the system once more for any stored DTCs to confirm that DTC P0711 has not returned. Keeping detailed records of this process will add to the reliability of the repair and provide valuable information for any future diagnostics. To prevent the reoccurrence of DTC P0711 and maintain the transmission's efficiency, regular preventive maintenance is crucial. One of the most effective practices is performing routine checks of the transmission fluid levels and condition, ensuring that it remains at optimal standards. Monitoring the performance of the ATF temperature sensor offers insight into potential issues before they escalate into problematic failures. Keeping a detailed review of the service history helps track when components were last replaced or serviced, providing clarity on maintenance cycles. Establishing a schedule for preventive maintenance will extend the longevity of the vehicle's transmission system and enhance overall performance. In conclusion, understanding Diagnostic Trouble Code P0711 requires a thorough comprehension of the ATF temperature sensor's role within the transmission system. The outlined troubleshooting steps are critical for identifying and resolving issues effectively, ensuring that the sensor function is restored and any related problems are addressed. Prioritizing preventive maintenance will further safeguard against future occurrences, enhancing both safety and performance. Proper documentation of diagnostic findings and repairs provides ongoing benefits for future assessments. Implementing these practices will not only resolve the current issue, but will also ensure the long-term reliability and efficiency of the transmission system in Honda pilot models from 2016 to 2022. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.